kan informatie zijn over het adres.
Is that information automatically searched or does it need somebody to know that?
So it's a collaborative.
The tender in the UK, the ESN tender, some of the companies have withdrawn from that tender. You're probably not so happy with that, are you?
Well, in principle, not to have a monopoly is the way forward, and one of the reasons the government have set up the programme in the way they have is so that we don't have a monopoly of a single company. So there are the 4 lots, and within that there are a number of bidders. Clearly with 2 of the 4 lots there have been some withdrawals of some of the commercial vendors, which has left lot 4 with a single vendor, which in principle isn't good for competition, and actually you have to weigh that up against with a commercial company having a proper return on investment, so it's a very difficult situation. So I think we'll just have to see what comes of it. You know, in principle you want competition. If it's not there, then they'll just have to go with the best route forward.
But I believe in Australia they are having a similar situation, or they are already going to the 700 megahertz for critical communications, and you heard about something they're using there.
I think the Australians are probably sitting and looking at the rest of the world and saying what's going on, what's our next move, and they've recently commissioned to have a look at the feasibility and the business case really for moving from P25 as it is out there to broadband technology. So hopefully something will come out of that, not that it's necessarily going to be relevant to the UK because we are where we are, we're that much further forward, but for other countries that in the future are thinking of moving from Tetra or P25 to a broadband communications infrastructure, then hopefully some of the learning or some potential investment, return on investment will come out of that.
But then we also talk about voice over broadband, group call over broadband, and that takes some extra years, is it?
Well, I mean, I think it's there, but at the moment it's going to be a proprietary standard because the 3GPP standards aren't there. In my view, it's never a good thing to go to a proprietary standard. We've had historical times when we've done that, and it's not worked out for the best. So, you know, I just think sometimes it's better to take this bit a little bit at a time, albeit that very supportive of the way forward.
So in other words, UK was pretty quick with this tender?
UK is very quick off the mark. I'm very excited about it. As I say, it's definitely the way forward, but I think there needs to be real caution in terms of how quickly they move and when they want to deliver what they think they're going to deliver.